Where's your front one at?
Front one's in the rear now.
No, that's the rear one.
Really?
Yes.
So we...
This is rear.
Says it in the bottom? Probably does. Yes, it does. That one has an R on it. Yep.
I don't care. It's a rear one. Well, I know what a rear one looks like.
I know. I'm doing it for myself, not for you.
You told me it was a rear front one, but I don't care.
I gotta fucking learn.
So, see the hole right here? This is your feed hole. It goes in the rear. It goes like this, see? See, it's like that. It's not like this over here or over here. It goes right there where that hole is right there. See? That's how you identify if it's a rear one or not. Also, when you put it on there, it didn't look right to me either, because it's going like this, the wrong direction. I wasn't sure what was going on, but see how this one here, the hole is in the correct spot right there?
Yeah.
And it matches the hole right there. Also, the other way you can tell is these are more square looking here. This one has more of a triangle shape to it going up the front. That's another way of telling.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what we're worried about is clearance in here. Now, looks like these here have the stock style screws, 12 point.
Yep.
So when that goes in there, it should still have enough clearance to clear the acorn nut.
Well,
But not, it might not have much room to work with though.
you have your knife?
I have a knife, yes. Don't you have
I'm
one?
gonna do it your way.
You don't have one? I don't flick them like that. That's how you cut me. My hand's down in that area. They're dangerous. Could go over there and grab one of those right there.
I could have. I wanted to use yours. I wanted to be like you.
You'd be special. Those are mine too. I just don't use them.
Yeah, it looks like it'll clear even with the socket.
See, this one's too big to go in my pocket. I don't like that size of my pocket. See, this size here is much better in my pocket than this one. But see, this one I modified it. See, there's no sharp edges on it anymore. See, when you hold on to it, it doesn't poke you anywhere. See, it's all cut off. I cut all that nasty black off. They had those big serrations in there. I had to grind those down so it would not bother you anymore. And yeah, you had to go work this down up in here because they were sticking way up in the air. And
You have a socket for this?
these things are junk knives. I don't know why they make them like that. But it's still too damn big. I like this one. Well, I had that stupid clip thing on there too. Got in the way. I cut that thing off too. It was on one of those sides. This one here doesn't seem to bother me, but the other one does.
I wonder if we could also clock that nut so that it doesn't interfere.
You can clock it all you want, but you can't get it on and off. It's going to be a problem. So where's your tool? Where's your socket?
Where's your 12 point at?
It's in my toolbox down there where it belongs. Right in the top. Right about there, straight down. Tall, skinny. It's also universal. In case you want a universal. See, that's what a tool thief looks like. See, you got a hoodie on.
Tool thief. I graduated to a tool thief. Sick. Where's your little stubby?
Right over here. Extension helps having an extension on there.
Extension schmention.
It helps to have it. Don't cross thread it. There you go. See, if you had the extension on there, it would work a lot easier.
Oof. It's a little tight.
She's tight?
Yeah.
We'll run it all the way in. What's the problem? Is it the right thread?
I don't know.
How far did it go in? 1 turn, 2 turns, or 3 turns?
Oh, a few turns.
Okay. Well, it might be the wrong thread.
I think so. I'm not trying to fuck it up.
What year motors is?
73?
Probably the wrong thread. Your case has been so modified, I don't remember what thread we used.
Yeah, it's definitely not the right thread.
See, you have a quarter 24, and that's not a quarter 24 bolt. That is a
Quarter 20?
quarter 20 bolt.
Damn it.
So what do you want for hardware now?
You don't have this in quarter 24?
Maybe I might actually have something like that in stock. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Who knows? Maybe.
I'll trade you
I
then.
have to go look. Oh boy.
I'll trade? Even trade brand new for brand new.
Even trade for expensive ass ones for cheap ass ones. Great.
Hey, S&S is quality.
Yeah, but have you priced Colony yet? See, you don't go in the shovelhead box, you go in the panhead box. And you have to go in here and find something that looks old. See, usually we just cut them out for tapering and then real hardware. But You want that conversion stuff in here somewhere. You got to go in this box and look for it. See, it almost looked like that, but have a panhead part instead.
Yep.
So grab this box because it's heavy. More I'm gonna do with one hand. And don't mix it up with whatever else is over here. Over here. We have a table here for a reason. And don't jump it too much to break the box open. Okay, so if we cut the thing out for real hardware, you put those in there. If you want fancy hardware, we can use these fancy ones here. If I don't see the ones for the, that must be these ones. Those are too small. This must be for something else. That's for a primary cover for a generator bike. Those are too long. Look at those fancy ones. See, we can put those in there. Look at all this junk in here.
Oh, there it is.
Did you find them?
I think so. Let's see what it says.
Yeah, see how it says early
Yep.
on it?
Yep. Quarter 24. Now we're in business.
Yeah, I bet you those cost more than S&S. There's a little green one there too. In case you can't handle the good stuff.
Good stuff.
That's not how you do that. You go underneath the hardware and cut the packaging away.
Hey. I'll tell you how to do your job, okay?
Yeah, it's my knife.
I'm just kidding.
It's my tools. It's my bolts.
Let's double check before.
It's your case.
Yeah.
You could have just jammed another one in there, you know. I've never seen that done before, though.
It's always a first. You know what? I'll make you happy.
I'd use a shorter one, but... We got easier, isn't it?
I mean, I guess.
That appears to be going in easier than the last one you did.
Yep, well. Definitely have clearance there.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I'm thinking maybe it's going to be tight.
I mean, most likely I could use yeah.
You're going to be using open end because you're not putting a box on
But
there.
then I could use a socket on this end.
You know, if you got an air cleaner over here trying to take on and off, then on a carburetor. What kind of carburetor support you got on this bike?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be using that for carburetor support because you're going to be using a panhead top end with probably an S&S of some type, which means it's going to have a support bracket coming off of here. That's a real thick bracket too. And more than likely, you have to trim the bracket where you can clearance because there's no clearance in there. So what I would do is I'd go in there and cut the piss out of that lifter block right now to get some clearance in there. Because you're going to need a carburetor support bracket of some type. So what do you got for a carbonator support bracket?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I have to go look through the fucking parts.
I bet you I know what you're going to be using. It probably resembles a panhead part. Right here.
Let me pull it out.
Yep. Right here. Right in the front underneath all this crap. Look for some long skinny brackets. Yeah, things that look like that, but that's not it. No, we keep bringing all that junk in.
Should it look like it?
Flat ones. Now we're getting closer. Okay, these are the ones I like, the old ones. These are the new ones that are two-piece. Universal, you put them in wherever you want.
The hell? Two-piece?
Yeah, you slide up and down as a channel. Universal length. These are fixed length. You put them in and you're done. I like.
Yeah, I think I have one of those at home.
Good. So there's a bracket.
I'm gonna make you put it up.
I'm gonna make you cut your lifter block to make that fit.
I'll take an angle grinder to it. All right.
So pull off that nut.
Here, let me get a Sharpie to see how much I'm gonna take that off at.
Here, pull that nut off. Pull your wrench out to the other side.
Socket.
Yeah, where'd that come from? It sounds like a wind's blowing out there again.
Wow.
Did somebody tighten that?
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. How did that possibly happen? Okay, pull it off. Appears to be a little close, doesn't it?
It'll come off, watch. I'll make it work.
Yeah. Before you go too far, where's the other block?
There's the other one?
Yeah.
Right there.
Put up on there. Same clearance issue?
No, I think this one had a gap on it. Yeah, see, that one had a gap.
Let me see, look at that. You got a lot of room in there. See there, look at that.
You have a Sharpie on you?
Maybe.
A thinner point Sharpie?
Probably over there in the Sharpie pile.
Uh,
What do you gotta know?
I'm just gonna see.
We're gonna cut it from here in, ½ inch. 90 degrees to that back angle. You know why it's 90 degrees to the back angle, not the front angle? Come on, pull. There you go.
I'm not trying to mess up my good polish like someone else.
We are gonna screw that polish up right in that one spot. We're gonna take a big, nasty ass file to that thing, and we're gonna knock that thing down. Or I got that nice 6-inch air grinder back there, weighs about 20 pounds. It'll take that thing off real quick. It might take the top of the lifter block too.
File? Who's taking a file?
You thinking of a file?
No, I was gonna take a angle grinder with
Angle grinder, flop disc and all
flap
that.
disc.
You
on
got
it.
stuff like that? Think we're working the aircraft factory now? What do you think this is?
We'll make it work.
Yeah, let's lose that gasket. Yeah, we'll put it on the front one next time. I'd put it down there. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Okay, bring your screw with you while you come.
The little one?
The one you're using.
Yeah, to be more specific.
The one you took out of the hole would be nice. That'd be the one you were using.
The long bolt? Or the actual little...
The screw.
I mean, they're technically bolts. The screw has a tip.
That's a screw.
It's a bolt.
It's a bolt. 1/4 inch screw.
See, it has a flat
Flat.
point to it. That's a bolt.
Screws have flats too. Sheet metal screws don't. Technically, it's not a bolt. It's not a screw because it's not a hex head or an Allen or something like that. It's a 12-point. So that goes right there. So you see how far you can cut away before you interfere with anything? In case you want to know how much you got to cut. There's a glimpse of the difference.
See what you're dealing with here.
This is 300,000. That's 480. Should measure with this. It's easier.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just eyeballing it.
Just measure it like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how much is it?
330.
Oh, I was off by 30. Okay. How about this one?
$409.
Oh, I was way off on that one. I said 480. Being generous. All right, so you take that, you hold that in your hand. Make sure you don't cut right in that area. You take a nice smooth file. Does that look smooth to you?
Say, I mean, we can get the majority of it
Then
with
you take just that corner off, only right to that area. Now, if you go 90 degrees to this surface here, and stay off of that surface there, you'll be fine. You gotta go at an angle like this, because that's what the hex head hits at.
So you want to go...
Oh, you scratched it. I saw that.
Make sure I'm at close 90.
Why are you going downhill? It's supposed to be flat.
Criticizing my work.
You can hear the gritness going on there. Look how deep those scratches are on that polished surface there.
I know. I'm crying inside. Don't worry about it.
It looks like it. Look at that.
I know why you're having me doing this, because if I fuck it up, that I'm the only
I
one to
don't care.
blame.
You need to drop your hand down lower though, so it's straight and flat. No, not that there. Not that way. Like that. You go down like that to get it more level. Can't you tell the levelness here? You're 90 degrees of this surface, flat plane to what you're working on. There you go. Look at that. It's almost like he knew what he was doing.
Almost.
Oh, jeez. Did you put a scratch in there?
In the wrong area. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a scratch in there. Come up a little bit on your hand. All right. Not so flat.
Yeah, this would have been way easier on the tool.
Taking a corner up there.
Digging more than a corner out. Okay.
You know, if I did, I wouldn't care. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, jeez. That chrome is never going to be the same again.
I'm a little sad.
You're sad? Here, hold on, Brad. I'll fix it for you.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Yeah, you use a finer one so that you can clean it up.
I had to get rid of hidden marks that were in there.
All the random gashes
Yeah,
in different directions.
I'm blending right now. See, I'm making a blended surface. See, it's more blended. I didn't want to throw extra compounding curves in there because it would confuse you. So. See, we're doing a variable angle and radiuses and all kinds of weird stuff going on there. Look at all that metal he took off. I'm surprised. Jeez. I bet you it's not enough, but we'll see.
Please be enough. I'd rather not take off more than... Can you hold this for me?
I gotta hold this now?
Yeah, you're the cameraman now.
Cameraman, I'm in charge again. Where's your screw at? Did you leave it over there?
Nope.
Good. Yeah, you can put that on the correct angle. Oh, yeah, look at that. He figured it out all by himself. That was pretty good.
Big kid now.
Where's your bolt at?
Right here.
Yeah, shove that thing in the hole.
Yep.
Okay, pull that back out.
Make sure it doesn't fit.
It's all right. Pull it out.
I know why it doesn't fit.
Because the socket's too big.
No.
Pull it out.
Okay.
Where's that bracket at? Yeah, that one. Put it up against the case.
You weren't happy with the way I was doing it first.
Nope. You know why?
Why?
Because this here overlaps the plane that you'll be shoving the bracket through. The bracket now fits in between the plane because there's actually a little bit of a gap back in there, see?
Yeah.
So it'll actually physically work. Okay, let that just fall over there. Okay, where's your screw at? Just go ahead and get it started. It could be one of these holes too here, it doesn't matter.
Now I'm going to take it out since you told me that. Because I don't want it to interfere with the socket right now.
Well, it's going to be in there no matter what.
Okay.
So, if you're happy to have an open end on there to tighten this, which is all you really need, then you'll be fine. Socket's not going to fit because you didn't cut enough off material out of there. You'd have to cut a lot more than that out, see? You'd have to cut the snot out of that thing to get in there. But if you look right now, at least the socket will rotate and clear. That will not clear either. You'll have to hold that with an open end and then tighten with that one over there. But that's your minimum amount of clearance you need because see the stock bracket fits in there with clearance. But nothing else will.